The day that fancy Lady Belle Thornwick said my family's old lake was hers for her spoiled son was the day she started a big fight with the wrong cowboy. It was super early, 6 a.m., when 3 cop cars zoomed up my driveway, tires kicking up, gravel like fireworks popping. The stinky diesel smoke mixed with my hot morning coffee still in my hand. And there she was, the boss of the neighborhood group, recording me from her shiny, clean Range Rover, looking way too excited as the police surrounded my porch. She'd called them saying I was sneaking on land my great-grandpa claimed back in 1887. Her son, who posts stuff online to be famous, was making strangers pay $200 to fish in my private lake, the same spot where we spread my grandma's ashes. Then this pushy mom pulled out fake papers saying I was wrongly stopping people from using it. But Belle messed up big time. She didn't know I was in charge of the money for all the services that keep her fancy neighborhood going. Hey, drop a comment below. Have you ever wanted to totally stop someone who tried to take from your family? And tell me where you're watching from. I love seeing my ranch buddies all over the country. My name's Garrett Holloway, and this is the tale of how a neighborhood boss tried to grab my family's heart and soul and found out why you don't pick on a rancher who knows his stuff. Picture 2,400 acres of beautiful Montana land that my great-grandpa Augustus cut out from the wild in 1887. That 12-acre lake fed by a spring where he built our first little house. It's where 4 bunches of Holloways got born, grew up, and got buried. The steam from morning coffee mixing with fresh mountain air. My leather saddle making creaky sounds under me. Birds singing across the fields. This isn't just dirt. It's our family story. When Grandma Eleanor died 3 years ago, we sprinkled her ashes at sunset where she used to clean peas and watch us kids swim. The water splashing on those smooth rocks still echoes her laughs on quiet nights. I'm 45, split from my wife, living by myself since my daughter Skylar went to college. I've worked this ranch since I could grab horse reins. I plan to pass away here. I never thought some fancy neighborhood lady would start a war on all my family made. 5 years back, things switched up. A builder bought the land next door, promised peaceful country living while squeezing 200 big houses onto tiny spots. They named it Whispering Pines Estates. Like a dummy, I agreed to let their emergency trucks use my road, just to be nice. That's when Belle Thornwick snuck into my life like a snake in fancy clothes. She's in her late 40s, with blonde hair that costs more than my cow food each month. Driving a Range Rover that's never touched real mud. She's a house seller married to a bank guy, the type who says farming like it's a bad sickness. Her gripes started right away. My cows smelled bad and ruined her dinner parties. My wild grasses looked messy from her window. Could I cut them to look nicer? I chuckled. That was a mistake. Then her precious boy Tucker found my lake. He's 22, posts online with zero hard work like a dead animal on the road, and started bringing pals to make videos. And I say videos loosely. Big trucks roaring. Down my road at sunrise. Beer bottles shining in the weeds. Loud music blasting over bird songs older than his whole family. But letting them got worse to sneaking in. Sneaking turned to business. Fancy cameras, flying drones, Tucker charging $300 for special Montana. Wild spot access. He posted about my family's private lake like he got it from his own great-great-grandpa. The smell of them thinking they owned it was worse than fresh cow poop. That's when Belle played her big trick, or thought she did. Evening knock, folder in hand. That fake smile that gives you chills. Garrett, I've checked old records. Her voice, full of pretend worry. The first homestead papers gave fun water rights to town folks. She laid out copied papers on my kitchen table, pointing at official stamps with her painted nails. We gotta respect old ways. I'd seen enough real papers, over years to spot fake ones. Hers mentioned Whispering Pines Township, cute. But her neighborhood didn't exist till 2019. My great-grandpa's claim was 132 years older. But I recalled my grandpa's tip. When folks show fake papers, act like you believe while you collect proof of their trick. I'll check these with my lawyer, I said, snapping pics of each page. Her smile slipped. No need for that. We're neighbors. My coffee was cold. Outside, cows settled down, their moos floating over land my family fought for. I looked at a lady, in my kitchen around family memories, trying to steal our special spot with made-up papers. But Belle's first big goof, she thought nice means weak. Thought country means dumb. Thought a ranch guy wouldn't fight. She was going to learn Montana ranchers know land and law, and when someone steals your family stuff with fakes, you don't just protect, you wreck them totally. Belle didn't wait to use her fake papers as a weapon. She turned the whole county office against me. 2 weeks on, County Checker Martinez knocked, looking super sorry. Sorry, Garrett, got a complaint about wrong water blocks. The lady called 3 times wanting fast action. We walked the land, him shaking his head. This is nonsense. Your papers are perfect. Lines are clear. No breaks anywhere. But he had to write the report. She's making a record to look like a long fight. Smart, evil, but smart. The real hurt came next. Belle set up a safety meeting at her club. 15 neighbors came, mostly new folks, who'd never been on real ranch land. Belle stood front with big air photos pointing like a boss in war. "This man's cows are dirtying our kids' water," she said, sounding like a worried mom. "His mean acts to families using old fun spots show he's not right in the head. We came for quiet country life, not to be scared by some old-time rancher who thinks he owns the valley." The lies stung, but money rumors hurt more. Whispers I couldn't pay taxes, ranch failing, I'd sell soon. In ranch world, saying a guy can't pay is like killing his name. Time to hit back. Grandpa said best fight against liars is tons of proof. So I hired the best land measurer, Martinez's family, for map lines with space tech. $800 worth it when it showed Belle's fence stuck. 3 feet on my land for 200 yards. Next, security cameras. 8 sharp ones with night-see and online save covering all lakeways. Digging posts in hard ground sounded like war drums. But I recalled from my split-up about bad owning laws, how 5 years of sneaking can make real claims. Each day I let Tucker's show go was risking my rights. Cameras would record all, but more, show I was guarding my land. In days, they got gold. Saturday morn, Tucker came with full video team, lights, sound sticks, food truck, shooting a drink ad in real Montana wild. The sound was great. Tucker telling the boss, "Yeah, this is my family's lake. Been here since a kid." Total lie. Kid born in Phoenix, moved 5 years ago, but more video showed blood-freezing stuff. Tucker wasn't just lying about owning. He ran a big business. His online posts grew to 50,000 fans after a Secret Paradise video. Now lots of wannabe posters paid him $300 each for lake time. Cars lined the road weekends. Strangers stomped my fields, leaving junk and scaring cows. Smell of left camp stuff with pine. Broken bottles like traps in grass where animals eat. My top bull, Augustus, like my great-grandpa, stopped eating right. Cow worry from people was hitting the herd. These weren't just photo takers. This was huge using of my family's holy ground. Then a small twist changed all. Tucker's new post showed him building a wood dock at his family spot, but it was on my land without ask, charging extra for real feel. The fast video had 30,000 likes, but I had all building on camera, plus Tucker talking money to crew. Business sneaking, land hurt, trickery, all with his own words. That night, drinking on porch as cows calmed, I saw Belle's big mistake. She thought a country guy wouldn't fight city ways. Thought rural means dumb. I'd give up to fakes and fake cries. She was going to learn Montana ranchers know law, politics, and turning proof to wrecking. Her son's online world built on stolen base, and bases fall fast, especially when you hold the wreck ball. Belle's next step showed she learned zilch from her son's video mess on my cameras. 3 neighbors knocked Tuesday. The Hendersons, Patels, and some new folks I didn't know. They looked awkward, feet shifting like sorry kids. "Garrett, we're complaining about bother," Henderson mumbled, eyes down. The group says cow work breaks our quiet country rules. I'd known him 3 years. Good guy. Helped catch loose cows on road, but Bell got him. What bother, Bob? Smell and noise. Early cow. Sounds hurting our house prices. House prices. There. Bell convinced them my old ranch hurt their money. The lady built attacks from many sides, making it look like everyone against me, but her real step up was genius trickery. 3 days later, I was fixing fences when phone buzzed. Sheriff call, home fight, maybe violence threats. My gut sank. The spot was mine. Deputy Collins came fast, camera on, looking worried. Garrett, call about you threatening neighbor. Lady says you got mad in land talk, hinted hitting. Which lady? Belle Thornwick says you told her stay off or else. Made scary moves. I almost laughed. But Collins was serious, and now lies stick even if fake. But I recalled lawyer tip from Split. Stay calm with cops. No mad. Show proof nice. Deputy, cameras cover all my land. When was this threat? Collins checked notes. Yesterday about 4 p.m. by East Fence. I pulled phone, opened save app. Let's see. The video was perfect. Bell at fence. Me explaining lines. From 15 feet. Talking normal. Her yelling about country terror and community threats. Me walking away, no yell or scary moves. Collins watched, shaking head. Lady has truth problems. He noted report. But Garrett, she's asking for no contact order. Says you act mean to neighbors. No contact? Smart. Even if thrown out, the ask makes paper saying I'm bad, crazy, the attacker. Her hubby's law group, big no-no she hid, was likely telling her moves. But I could play proof game, too. I'd read Montana land law since first meet, learning homestead, water, harass rules. Turns out fake cop calls are big crimes, up to 2 years jail each. Pattern I recorded could win money for lawyer costs and name hurt. My hitback was quick and sharp. First my own harass complaint, with 47 recorded events over 6 months. Every sneak, fake claim, business hurt try, all with timestamps and pics. Then hired top water lawyers, McKenzie Group. Cost $5,000 start, but they said yes. My 1887 claim had full water rights under old Fed rules. No group, county, state could change without fair court and pay. Bell's next smart trick was insurance. My cover company called Thursday. Mr. Holloway, claim your land makes tempting danger. Group wants you pay for more guards around them. Plus, give easy lakeway. They're suing if not. Tempting danger means land pulls folks to risk, like pool, for kids drowning. But my lake had no enter signs and cameras. Not inviting. Company first agreed with Bell to avoid suit, threatened higher costs unless I fix nice. But they didn't know. Cameras caught huge. Tucker's post bragging $47,000 in 3 months from lake fees. He showed his own bad business on my land. Proof. Any danger was made by his wrong work. Sometimes best guard is letting bad guys trip on their own rope. Bell's worry showed when she called news with sad tale of rich rancher bullying families. I was mending posts when Skylar called from school, worried. Dad, you're on news. Woman says you threaten families, block public lake. Showing air views of our land. Story aired. Ranch guy stops lake for community kids. Bell set up pics of crying kids in swim clothes at my fence with signs like let us swim, stop country bully. Reporter believed all, painting me as bad farm boss denying families. Old rights. But what showed her panic was fundraiser page, Save Public Lake, Fight Big Bully Lawyers. Raised $12,000 in 2 days, saying need cash to battle my lawyer army for community. Comments were mean. Folks calling me greedy, boycott Montana meat, want gov take my land, death notes by email and messages. 3 local shops stopped deals with me that week. Feed place animal doc, mechanic who'd fixed my stuff 15 years. Money war to push me to give up. But Bell's worst was breaking stuff. Saturday morn, my water pump broke bad. Old machine quitting seemed, till I found cut wires and smashed controls behind pump house. 8,000 fix. Cows no water in hot week. Cameras caught shadows at 2 a.m. Friday, hoodies hiding faces. Smart, but left tire marks in mud matching Tucker's big truck. Sheriff checked, said not enough for charges. Weird how rules change with pressure. Belle's hubby on hospital board with sheriff's wife. Just chance, sure. But actions make reactions. I'd learned more than land law. Skylar, news major with mom's detective skills, dug into Belle's past while I fixed. What she found was boom. Belle fired from old job for fake house papers. Online reviews said she tricked old sellers with fakes and high fees. Better, her hubby's bank-facing Fed check for bad loans. Same bank with neighborhood builds and most home loans. If it fell, their house prices crash. Meanwhile, Tucker's posts were wrecking himself. His Free the Lake party invite went big. 200 coming for peaceful claim of water rights, but in poster talk means drunk invade with cameras. They came like bugs Saturday night. Cars half-mile on road, strangers hiking my fields with coolers, camp stuff, camera gear for a movie, weed smoke with grill smell as they camped on my lake like winners. Party till 3 a.m., fireworks over water with grandma's ashes, music killing old night sounds, sunrise showed wreck, smashed fences, scared cows, grass fire from fireworks burning 40 acres. Fire team came with cops and ambulance for 3 drunk, sick. 15,000 hurt, not counting nature damage to wet spots and bird homes. Cops grabbed 3 for young drinking, but Tucker and Belle gone before questions. Handy. But checking fire next morn, I saw game changer. Emergency bill to my ranch, not neighborhood. Every cop call, fire, ambulance to them, billed to me. Pulled old records, pattern clear. 5 years, every harass call funded by my taxes. Belle used my cash to fight me. But that led to bigger. In Grandpa's, old files under machine papers, folder County Service District 1962, inside docs that flipped the fight. Docs proving I had legal power Belle never guessed. Docs to wreck her fancy world with one call. That folder in Grandpa's cabinet had the superweapon I didn't know about. Papers yellow from time, stamped official from 1962. Rural Service District start, Cedar Ridge County. My hands shook reading the office words, because hidden in boring talk was the key to all. Back in 60s, Montana made special areas for services to spread out country spots. My grandpa's ranch, biggest land, was main spot for area's emergency. Road fix, utility help. But big part. Original deal made ranch owner the legal boss with wide powers, powers that passed with land, remembered or not. I was the boss. Had been 3 years since getting ranch and didn't know. The law setup was amazing. As boss, I could say yes or no to all city service deals for area. Cop rounds, fire help, med emergency, even road care for neighborhood ways. All needed my okay. More, I could check all spending and end deals for reason with 30 days worn. My lawyer said yes Monday. Excited. Garrett, this is real. 1962 law still good. Powers never stopped. You've paid for services mostly helping neighborhood while they use them to bug you. Money side was huge. District funded by special land taxes on size. My ranch paid 60%, about $200,000 a year, neighborhood rest 40%. 5 years, I funded my own trouble. Every Belle cop call, Tucker party response, intimidate car, all my tax cash. But real find in 20 years records, spending was criminal. Big overpays for security by companies of Belle's hubby's pals. Neighborhood billing district for private stuff, pool care, grass cut, club power, even tennis lights. They stole public. Money for fancy life. Thinking country guy wouldn't see the office trick. I'd found their weak spot, made of greed. The tech details simple and nice. Montana open laws need full clear for district work. I could ask now for all deals, bills, pays from 10 years, and fines would wreck them. My power to end deals with 30 days note, check spending, send bad stuff to state and fed lawyers. I could shut their cop, fire, emergency while asking back stolen cash. But mine side stronger. Months, I defended, reacted to attacks, recorded while she told the story. Now I had top card, power to break her world with law she didn't know. In kitchen that night, coffee cold as I read Doc's 10th time, I saw this not just land. About fair for every country owner bullied by fancy newcomers, every rancher, farmer, old-timer watching new folks come and demand changes for their likes. Belle thought fighting lone country guy with little cash and law no. No idea she picked. Someone controlling the setup keeping her community running. The district boss slept 3 years. Time to wake and use old powers. Time to show neighborhood boss rural means not weak. Means tied to law systems older than her houses. Monday morn, I called emergency meet with my fight team. Lawyer, money guy, and excited daughter home from school. Mackenzie office smelled like leather and old books. Place where wins and losses happen with pens. Lawyer Sarah spread district docs on wood table like war maps. Garrett, these powers huge. You can end every service deal with 30 days, but be careful. Record all, follow rules so they can't say wrong steps. My money pal Pete, who helped split and ranch get, was in records deep. Calculator clicking fast. Wow, Garrett, see these. They billed $400,000 a year for security. Real cost maybe $80,000. But big proof was Tucker's own posts showing bad money. $47,000 in 3 months from lake fees, plus $32,000 from company deals using my land. All with times, places, his talk on profits. Skylar had laptop, watching online talk, mapping Belle's links. Dad, better. Found ties between Overpay Security and Belle's hubby's bank. Same owner's address. Kickback trick through city deals. Plan came over strong coffee and Montana grit. 3 steps, each to push hard while staying legal. Step 1. Official tell. I'd use my power to ask fast check of money records, tell all of coming reviews, set my legal spot before acting. Step 2. End services one by one. Cut non-need first. Costly guards, emergency grass, event help. Let them feel money squeeze while keeping safe stuff. Step 3. Face at group meet with full media proof of bad stuff. Max shame, legal trouble, community hit. Sarah said open laws protect us. Every district meet public. All money records open under Info Act. Montana's clear rules, strongest in U.S. They can't hide. But I recalled from Rudd about take laws. Stuff used in crimes can be grabbed. If proved Tucker's truck carried for sneaking, or Belle's house bought with stolen, we might get more than payback. Time key. Tucker's big event. 3 weeks out. Wild challenge with drink companies, 500 coming to his lake. Perfect to record huge business sneak while showing need fast action. Pete would finish 10-year money check, find every bad deal. Sarah prep court stops on more bug, plus suits for trick, bad name, taking, file crime tips to state and fed. Skylar, link with reporter on group abuse. Time news for big hit, but need friends. Montana politics on ties. Belle's hubby bank links meant need strong back. Surprise from Chuck, Pete's cousin, ranch since 1920s, said county boss Janet looking for vote issues with country folks. Janet pressured by builders wanting farm zone change, Chuck said. She'd love case showing she sides with old families versus city tricks. Nature groups, too. Montana Wild Society watched online damage to clean spots, recording how poster tourism wrecks weak areas. My lake business fit their story. Even some neighborhood folks tired of Belle's mess. 3 families told. Chuck quiet, griping on extra fees and group money use. They'd back clear and fair, especially if lowers costs. Mine prep key too. Not just win. About example for country land rights statewide. Every rancher, farmer, old-timer facing same would watch. As meet ended, Sarah gave thick folder. Garrett, you'll be famous. Case for law schools. Be ready for looks. Walking to truck, breathing pine air with hope, I felt shift. Months reacting, guarding, recording while Belle ran story. Now I had tools. Time to attack. My first move came certified mail Tuesday. Letter to group board saying my power as district boss and asking fast money check of all deals. Letter sharp. Now, all spending needs my okay. Wrong use of public cash for private stuff is stealing under Montana Code 456316. 30 days to give full records or face end steps. Copied county bosses, state lawyer, news, FBI, white crime. Too much maybe, but one all watching falls. Bells freak out fast and wild. Hours later, emergency group meet that night. Email to folks pure panic. Urgent, rancher threatens safety. Need action. Claimed I terror threaten basic services, risk kids, and old with country extreme. But real worry when she called Gov office. My source, Martinez wife there, said Bell tried terror report, saying I use control to threaten survive. Staff laughed her out. Meanwhile, hired fancy PR from Seattle for rep fix. Cost group $37,000 for 2 weeks. Paid from community cash, no board, yes, adding stealing to list. Smear started now. Fake online spots posting bad ranch reviews saying I hurt animals, dirty water, threaten neighbors. Nameless tips to state offices, tax, nature, animal, build check, claiming breaks needing costly looks. Tucker upped, posting cry video saying I threaten violence. This crazy rancher said he'd make me gone if not stop community lake. He cried fake tears. I'm scared for me, family. Total makeup. But video big. Death notes dozens. Folks calling me crazy. Want arrest before I break. Online loves fight, Tucker fed it. But while they made drama online, I built case steady. Lawyer. Filed stops on more bug with 47 fake reports. Each fake call crime under law, up to 2 years jail. Patterns showed group plot. Pete's check showed years crime. Security billing, $400,000 owned by Bell's family, services mostly paper. Real hours, 20% billed, stole $300,000 year. Neighborhood grass, pool, club power fraud, billed to district. Tennis lights as emergency road. Smart books like Big Crook. But Bell's most wild move was break to make emergency reason. Thursday night, someone cut fences 3 spots, letting cows on roads in busy time. Cuts planned where no cameras, made to cause mess and danger. Phone buzzed 6 a.m. with calls. 40 cows on Highway 93. Traffic jams, near crashes. Cops, patrol, services rounding. 12,000 cost, plus risk blame. Nameless call said I let animals loose for payback on opposition to my terror asks. Perfect story for her crazy claim. But my camera. Upgrade had motion feelers and night cams at blind. Caught all. Tucker's truck, 3 hoodies, planned fence break. Better, sound of talk. Make it look like crazy rancher flipped, one said. Bell wants him seem dangerous. Sheriff had proof of. Crime plot. Tucker's pals arrested hours. Charged mischief, risk, plot damage. Tucker said not there, but truck locate said else. Bell's last wild move calling town meet, saying ranch work threatens survive, want county take by force. She didn't know walking. To her own end. Crime charges on Tucker's fence crew started neighborhood fight Bell didn't see. 3 kids arrested for big damage, up to 5 years jail. Parents, good folks tricked by lies, saw kids pulled into crime by trusted group boss. But Bell's answer showed deep bad. Hired crime lawyer Marcus, $60,000 from group cash, no yes. When folks asked at meet, she said community money right for guard versus country attack. Backlash fast mean. Homeowners want money clear, question years high fees and mystery security. 3 board quit to avoid blame for her spending. House prices drop, 15% in 2 weeks as news spread legal fights. Meanwhile, my proof showed years crime group. Pete's check found fake companies, kickbacks, theft like mob, security owned by hubby's pals, stole near $2 million 5 years, but media fight heating, Skylar's news links paying. News follow had talks, with 3 families pressured for fake complaints. Old folks said Bell threatened home take through hubby's bank if not support safety. Reporter found Tucker's tax dodge. Fed papers showed $200,000 from lake fees, but reported $37,000. Fed charges coming for tax trick and hidden business. Tucker's online world falling. Sponsors left after sneak and trick news. Fans dropped as they saw family lake was stolen. Even drink event gone. But Belle's most wild proved she lost reality. Came to me Saturday night, finding me fixing fence from her break. Smell of her strong scent as she walked field in fancy shoes, tripping on bumps like lost fish. "Garrett, we need talk." Voice shaky. I kept working, my body cam recording. "What's to say, Belle? I can fix this." 50,000 cash if drop legal and let Tucker use lake sometimes personal. No business. Bribe on cam with sound. She gave me Fed crime win. "You offer pay with cash you stole from my taxes?" Her cool broke. Maybe Tucker overdid business, but boys are boys. Yes, some money mix-ups with district, but not mean, just mix-ups. Mix-ups? 2 million steal a mix-up. "I'll quit group board." She went, voice high. "Sell house. Move. Never bug again. Please don't wreck our lives over Dumb Lake. Dumb Lake where 4 family groups buried, grandma ashes, great-grandpa built first home by hand. She still didn't get what she tried steal, but her talk showed key. She knew Fed check closing. Hubby's bank facing crime for loan trick and money wash. House from stolen to be grabbed. Fancy life crashing. My end notices making pressure. Cop for them now, real cost 180,000 year, not 30,000. Emergency need prepay or own cover. Road care there, job 85,000 year. Extra fee notes Monday, 3,200 each house for real costs. Most couldn't pay sudden, making money crisis for all. Tuesday group meet full. Mad owners want answers on year's bad money. Some say sue Belle for stolen back. Others think end group to avoid broke. But perfect spot for last fight was set. County public here on District Thursday 2 p.m. All show proof and talk with media and records. Time to end war. Thursday, county room packed over limit. TV, papers, live cams made boring office-like show. Smell of worry sweat with old coffee. And books thick. I sat front with Sarah, proof in color folders thick like shields. Across, Belle with costly lawyers 3 from far thinking easy fix. Crowd split like bad wedding. Left, ranchers, old-timers, nature folks for land rights. Right neighborhood, most confused mad on extra fees. Back, Skylar live show for school, boss Janet started. Here for claims on district money and power. "Mr. Holloway, you talk first." I stood slow, feeling family watch. "Bosses, what I show is biggest county steal case. First proof my district papers from 1962, setting my power as boss. 3 years I didn't know I had control over area services. Powers Mrs. Thornwick used to steal near 2 million public cash. Belle's lawyer tried stop. Object? Honor. "Not trial counselor," Torres said sharp. "Mr. Holloway talks. I opened money check. Numbers tell better. My ranch pays 60% budget, $200,000. Year. Funds moved to pay private neighborhood stuff through fake deals. Proofs piled like war bad. Security billing 400,000 for 80,000 worth. Grass charges for group land as emergency road. Pool stuff and tennis lights as safety. But big boom Tucker's posts. Mrs. Thornwick's son recorded own crimes, earning over 200,000, selling my land access while dodging Fed taxes. Every post, deal, event was stealing family past. Sound played clear in room. Tucker bragged profits to crew. Belle teach fake for cop reports. Fence cut plot on night video with their words. "Honor," I said, voice across quiet. They didn't just steal land. Stole legacy and sold to strangers for posts. Big moment when bribe play. Belle's offer 50,000 for quiet echoed. Her say on mix-ups bouncing walls. Sound of her shoes tripping my field. Worry in voice as world fell. Boss Torres leaned. "Mrs. Thornwick, respond?" Her lawyer whisper fast. But she pushed and stood. Voice shook like fall leaves. All mix-ups, money errors, maybe wrong talk on lines. "We never meant," Mrs. Thornwick, Torres cut. "We heard you bribe and admit bad money. Way past mix-ups. Community talk wrecked. Chuck said like bug on near ranches. 3 old neighborhoods said pressure and home threats. Nature Doc Rebecca showed damage pics from lake business, making gasps, but strongest from surprise. Margaret Henderson, forced for fake complaints, stood crying. We trusted her. Voice break. Bell said Garrett dangerous, prices fall if not act. Threaten home, take through bank if not support. We scared. Bosses voted all yes. End group deals till check. Send bad to state-fed lawyers. Back my power as boss and praise exposing steal. Sheriff said crime looks into steal, plot, tax dodge, fake reports. Fed white crime taking money part. Tucker face fed for tax and business. Sneak. As media rushed out, Bell tried side door but met mad residents wanting fee answers. Her fancy front fell in 2 hours truth. Friday paperhead. Group boss arrested in huge steal. District bad exposed. 6 months on, fair tastes like porch coffee watching sun on lake never threatened again. Bell got 18 months fed jail and $400,000 payback. Tucker got community work, 5 years watch, lifetime no money from posts. His 3 fence pals, 6 months local jail plus payback damage. Court wins sweeter. $500,000 hurt pay plus take Tucker's truck and cameras from Sneak. Bell's house sale money held, and hubby's bank fell under Fed, taking rest stuff. But cash not real win. Real was fair. New group bosses sorry at full meet, making Holloway deal. Official yes to old ranch work and forever guard versus mess. They swapped Bell's pals with good folks knowing country works by team, not take over. Tucker's Lake U's banned forever by court with breaks as big crime. Business on my land fed crime up to 10 years jail. Nature fixed fast. Birds back. Bad weeds from posters dying. Balance great-grandpa guarded back. I made rural past guard fund. With got cash, helping owners versus group bug. In 6 months, helped 47 Montana families guard land versus fancy newcomers. Fund grew $2 million from gifts of ranchers, farmers, country folks nationwide who beat own fights with pushy builders. School help for farm kids, my pride. 12 from ranch families got full college first year, focus on land care, nature science, farm law. Schuyler switched to news hunt, fired by our fight to show country wrong anywhere. But bigger change more than hoped. Montana lawmakers passed Rural Land Rights Act, stronger watch on districts and clear deals. Group money abuse big crime with must jail. Law nicknamed Bell Bill for our case. National land groups used our proof for teaching, showing country owners check powers and guard versus bug. Story in law books, farm mags, films on U.S. land rights. Year later, first yearly Rural Past Days Fest, 5,000 came to cheer farming, save nature, teamwork. Showed Green Ranch, Nature Guard, money good from working with old-timers not against. Tucker's old fans now learn right land care, animal save, real work for Montana pretty. Lake became learned spot for school kids on nature fix and fun care. Local shops that stopped during Bell's push came back sorry with new deals. Feed boss said pressured by loan threats from Bell's hubby's bank. Money terror, but we lived and grew. Standing by lake last weekend, watching daughter teach nature kids on water guard. I thought of great-grandpa Augustus. He claimed land with grit and papers setting rights. Century later, same papers guarded past versus fancy takers thinking cash. And links beat law and fair. Water splashed stones with Grandma Eleanor's ashes, carrying remembers and smart to new kids. Birds called over fields where cows ate calm, no more worry from posters and business. Sometimes bullies start fights they lose. Grandpa said, land teaches weight, but also fair. When someone tries steal your past, you don't just hit back. You make sure they can't to others. Drop comment on your group nightmare. You might have more power than think. And hit subscribe because next week sharing how retired teacher beat whole bad school board with just calculator and public paper asks. The land lasts, fair wins, and Montana ranchers don't quit to bullies who think nice is weak. Another day, another group drama done. If this tale made you shake head or cheer, hit like, share your group story below, and subscribe so you miss no more fights in the BBS.